their logic and thinking. They need to get it. They need to think about it themselves. It's the same way when you have like Alcohol Anonymous and you have Narcotic Anonymous. You have all these support groups. That's why they tell you until you want to change to be this
I
truth.
know they have the free will to make these decisions, and they have to desire the want better.
Right. So
But
that's what I'm
the
saying.
thing is, if they're not being logical, then how are they operating in truth? That may be their delusion of truth, their story of truth, their subjective truth. There is a subjective truth, but that's not the truth. And I know people don't want to, like, I get why people say, like, oh, there's not a truth. I said that before, too. It's subjective. You can't say what's right or wrong.
Okay.
But if we can measure it with data and then look at it in a scientific, factual, logical way,
Truth.
and involving emotions, including compassion and stuff like that.
Okay.
Why can't we just agree upon a specific universal truth? Because right now, I feel like the way that we're understanding this evil and good and all these things, it's a misunderstanding of what actual truth is. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just hearing this. I don't really, I'm just talking shit with what the fuck's coming to my mind.
Right.
But I don't believe that it's aligned with a truth. I believe that people that make those weird decisions just aren't aligned fully with truth. Mm-hmm. They have a certain story that they're telling themselves that make it seem like it's true, because how conscious is you believe that stuff. But if you can have ground in truth, then you'll know, oh yeah, I'm acting out of alignment with truth because of this. Oh yeah, when they talking about in the name of Jesus Christ, we're gonna go bomb this country. No, that's not in alignment with truth. What Jesus is talking about, that's not aligned with no fucking truth speaking religions talking about. And a lot of the times, these type of truths comes out, when somebody's being harmed. Then you start love, compassion, and that's why people start trying to, well, these people are brutalizing you. You talking about love and compassion? That's you're not winning. Right. But the thing is that love and compassion is the truth. That's when you're in alignment with truth.
No, so that's see that's okay. Look at that situation right there. So when he's talking about Native Americans and the colonists, right? So if they're going there raiding their villages, killing their people, you know what I'm saying? They got to look at what the truth is. They got to look at it like the truth is you're my enemy. The truth ain't you're not my enemy and I'm going to get some fucking thing from God or whatever. This is the truth right here. You're raiding my village and you're killing my people and you don't like me. But people would ignore that shit. That's why the Native Americans, that's why he was getting killed off. Because they was trying to find compassion in a person who didn't believe in compassion.
No, they had truth. And these people came without truth.
And then look who died.
What people do that don't have truth, they destroy.
Right, so look, so if you understood, that's what I'm saying. If you understood the truth of what those colonists were, if you understood that they was really
sad. They didn't understand that.
What you say?
They didn't understand. They didn't know. They didn't meet that type of evil before.
Right, so they didn't recognize truth is what I'm saying. The truth is what them people are doing. Is it true that they're killing your people? Yes, it's true that they're killing your people. Is it true that they don't have compassion? Yes, it's true. Is it true that they having savagery and burning your village out? That's true, but they're in their brain. They don't recognize truth.
I'm telling you, it's a level. I think right now, today, humans have a level of conscious awareness that we didn't have at that time. Even though they were living in truth, we still have another conscious awareness, which means that we can think about, reflect on things, and go deep into stuff. Especially when you get to read these history books and then take that as data and then, figure out what's going on today. They didn't have that. They had history on truth. So the thing is, if we have a different level of conscious today and we can sit here and say, yeah, actually, this man up here talking about Christ and stuff, and then also in the same sentence talking about murdering people, we can actually see and be aware that that is not truth, and then take a stand against it. I don't know. I believe that we have a certain level of awareness, because guess what? If you're living in a space of truth, of truth in a high form of truth and balance, then something else comes in. That's not unnatural. Things come in to show you that there is another side that you're not supposed to be like. So we go through hard things and stuff like that to remind us, to keep us in balance with truth.
Okay,
You know
well,
how many people converted, even with the Dr. Martin Luther King, people converted their hearts over?
right, okay.
This is heart work. You know, these people have,
So they
you
felt
know,
like they felt like he was the truth. They felt like it was true what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? They
it
felt
was.
right. And then
But the
some
thing
people,
is,
wait,
I
hold
don't
on.
believe in not fighting back.
And then there's some
But
human beings that didn't believe that was the truth. So what
well,
are we doing
because
at that
it
point?
wasn't fully true. It wasn't fully true because of some of his practices.
Right. So
But
this is what I'm
when you talk
saying. So
about love,
that's why they've been arguing about what the truth is for millions and millions of years, dude. They've been going back and forth trying to figure this
man,
out. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, let's use that as an example. Martin Luther King was living in this truth. He felt like this is what I'm gonna do to have this result. Somebody else didn't even see it as, even though it was righteous and he thought it like that. Somebody always can come around and say that's not the truth. This is the truth over here. You're doing something wrong. So the individual is going to decide what is righteous for what they're doing. Somebody else may disagree with that shit, but that does not mean it's not truth to them. Martin Luther King felt like that was his truth. The
I'm
KKK thought
talking
it was
about the
not what you're supposed
basics
to
of
do.
it.
That is the basic of
No,
it
but the
is
basic of his message, just because he had a certain practice of how to get it and do things, it could have been done maybe different from looking back.
no, we
His
can't.
basic message is
No,
love and unity.
right. So this is what I'm saying. Dude. So a human being is going to decide what is truth for them. Martin Luther King said, I got my truth from God. God told me what I need to do. I'm walking through the valley of the shadow of death, all that. So that's what he did. That was his truth. Right? So he went through that type of thing and he had that type of outcome and he had that type of result. That's just his truth. So when somebody talk about their truth, when somebody say, I want to speak my truth, it's their own experience and what is true to them. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Somebody else could say, like, you know what? You was bad in this relationship. Somebody else could be like, let me speak my truth. This is what I felt about it. Somebody else could say, like, no, this is my experience. So you're going to see the disparity in that. You're going to see opposite of poles. One person going to think something else, and another person going to think something else, but they was together in a relationship.